Picture frame, 'cause I don't wanna have to see your face.
My stress level is at an extreme level right now. My stress level is extreme. I'm not kidding when I say this, and there's really not much that I can do, considering that for as bad as it was, prior to that ugly incident on the night of January 9th. It's been bad, but now, since that incident happened, my stress level, without question, is at an extreme level. And unfortunately, it's almost like I'm being traumatized by that whole incident. And you got some people telling me to not make a big fuss about it, which is, I get what they're trying to say, but at this point, I'm looking at it like they're telling me to just stop the bleeding just like that, without anything, like just to literally stop the bleeding, have a Band-Aid on or anything, or just, they're just telling me to just stop the bleeding like that, right? That's how bad it's been. The middle of my head is called the glabella. It's been tightened. It's been pretty tight, dude. And according to my doctor, it's because of chronic stress, and it can be a major problem in the future as it can continue, which is why it's been causing me at times unsteady body movement. And that's what happens when I'm still in this dump, dude. I'm still in disbelief as to why I'm still there on my 13th year, when I should have already left, at least in my 10th year or even before that. You know what I'm saying? If I knew what my mentality was then, right? So, people can tell me woulda, coulda, shoulda, doesn't get the job done, or, don't beat yourself up, it's the past, focus on the present, this and that. People can tell me to move on, this and that. I'll move on my own terms, all right? That's where I'm at this point. Considering how I felt after that incident, some of my family members might have gotten over it. They might have gotten over it a long time ago, but that doesn't mean that they're still cool with me. So I'm at the point now where, and I'm gonna make another video on this, where I'm gonna talk about just solely focusing on myself, and I'll explain what I mean by that, when I get to it. But right now, I want to focus on this other friendship issue that, man, look, I'm sorry. I already told Dewey yesterday that I apologize, for what I've said, and saying all these childish insults and not, and obviously everybody knows that I've been going off like this at an all-time high. Like, for me to, to constantly blow up your phones like almost every day. It's not the first time that I've done it. I know I've done it before, prior to that ugly incident, but it wasn't as often as it is more frequently now. So they've been seeing me, as Mari has said, like I'm a total psychomaniac, right? And right now I'm still not only am I continuously suffering my dump, but that I'm constantly being haunted by that entire incident. It's gotten that bad for me, this to me was like the effect of this ugly incident. I'm talking about the argument. It's worse than last year, than both of what I had last year. I mean, I could, you know, I know I've said enough about last year to where I thought things were never going to get better, but that was before I even, you know, got enrolled by this mental health program, you know, so I can understand that. At least there is some belief that, you know, I can get better, but with that mental health program and plus the medication, but now, you know, after this incident, like it just seems like all belief is lost. Like, you know, all faith is lost, all belief is lost, and it's already what, February 17th. I've already seen so many things just happen, you know, since that incident, to where my birthday is just, you know, it's the worst birthday I've ever had. All right, I'm not gonna lie about that. My birthday sucked. You know, my Valentine's Day, you know, for me, I felt a little awkward, and I know I got criticized for being on my phone so much, just not wanting to get so involved in the family conversation with, you know, a couple family members that are still not cool with me to this day. You see, like, and I even got well, you know, for the most part, I got a green light from, you know, the rest of my family members that I can definitely, you know, if I feel the need to, I can move out. All right. So now I'm gonna work on that. That's what I mean when I say I'm solely focused on myself. But I'm gonna get into greater detail on that in the next video. So look, this topic right here is just concerning the ongoing fallout of my friendship with Dewey. Look, it's, you know, as bad as the fallout has started, things have just gotten worse. And look, like I said, I apologize for what I have said to Dewey, and you know, I'm you know, I even said it that, you know, I know we're not cool, but I just want you to know that I'm really sorry for what I said. I did not understand his entire past, and, you know, his family situation like that, and all. So, you know, and now that I knew about what he went through, you know, I felt guilty myself, and, you know, but the moment I just went off like that. Look, unfortunately it happened on, you know, the day of Valentine's Day, and, you know, this is the same Dewey that 4 years ago on Valentine's Day, when I was suffering one of my worst Valentine's Days ever, I remember Dewey called me, or he had me to call him, because he was concerned about what was going on with me. Now, obviously, I was still on Facebook that time, and seeing that everybody was having a good Valentine's Day and I wasn't, you know, it's why, you know, I was feeling what I was feeling, and I stayed in my dump like for an hour, because I was working on the, you know, the ENX ad, and, you know, that's when Dewey called me, and, well, we talked on the phone, and he was just very concerned about what was going on with me, this and that. He said, "I'm here for you, and I'll listen to you if you need me. I'm here for you, man," like that. That was the same Dewey that really expressed his concerns about what I went through in that Valentine's Day in 2022. Fast forward to 2026. I mean, nothing's getting any prettier with this whole fallout, because he clearly let it be known to me, you know, fuck you, Jay. I have shown my courtesy and respect to you, if you want to go that far. And then he proceeded to let me know what he went through, and, you know, and that was that. Look, I like, again, I'm sorry for what he went through, but you know, that doesn't mean that we're gonna be cool anytime soon. It's obvious that I myself have already offended him, and who knows? I think he's already much worse off, because even if I said sorry, he's not even responding. And at first he wanted me to be, to make me his acquaintance going forward. But now after this, he has it's gone next level to where Dewey is just already much worse off, and that's just that, and the fallout continues. And I mean, only time will tell when I already get a new job, but for the most part, I already apologized to him. I know he's not going to respond, but it is what it is at this point, dude. It's like the bad blood continues during our friendship fallout. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I hope I do get the new job, and when that happens, then let's just see if him and I can resurrect our friendship. Thank you for watching, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe.